All right, you guys, I hope you are as excited as I am about this. So today we got one of the CVO Street Glides in, 23 CVO Street Glide. This bike is absolutely gorgeous in every way, shape, and form. Lots of people are leaving mixed reviews on this bike. I guess you either love it or you hate it. I think it's absolutely amazing. The brake lights on it, people were saying they didn't like that design for the rear brake lights. I like it way better than what we have seen previously. You just had the two lights on the back, which was your turn signal and your brake light. This actually gives you clear identified brake lights. You have twice as much visibility with those, so I highly like those. The redesigned fairing is absolutely amazing. This thing has a tray that launches out that will hold the largest iPhone. This thing will even hold tablets. You could fit so much stuff in there. It's absolutely amazing. I'd probably be able to get a set of gloves and a phone in there. The front of the fairing is absolutely amazing. It has these daytime running lights that are also your turn signals molded directly into the front of the fairing. The first time I seen it, I did think that this fairing looked like something out of Alien versus Predator. After seeing this bike in person, I absolutely love it. They did put the adjustable vent up top, so you guys do know that previously on the Street Glides you would have the vent, but you couldn't close it. Now you can close it and you can also adjust it. This bike does come with the 121 VVT Milwaukee 8 engine, which they are saying is putting out 115 horsepower and 139 foot-pounds of torque. That's absolutely monstrous for something coming out of Harley-Davidson. We all know most of the bikes come out and they don't even reveal the horsepower numbers. This time they're revealing the horsepower numbers. You have an adjustable rear shock, exposed hand adjustable valve right next to your left saddlebag, down below by the passenger rear peg. I think that's really cool. That's why I went with the Russ Warnemount Designs rear monoshock on my motorcycle, so I like seeing that stuff out here. You got radial mounted Brembos on the front of this bike, larger diameter rotors, so this bike is going to stop on a dime. It's going to perform absolutely amazing. This engine is insane. The airbox itself is boasting 50% larger diameter, also increasing in the volume and the speed of the air intake into the engine itself. They did go with an aluminum intake manifold, a 58 millimeter intake manifold, so they got away from the plastic that they were running in the earlier M8s, and now they are going with a aluminum intake manifold like the one I put on my bike. They also redesigned the cams with higher lift and a longer duration, so you're going to get a lot more performance out of this motorcycle. The variable valve timing will also minimize fuel consumption on this bike. Absolutely amazing to see the features they put on here. So there's that tray I was talking about. Absolutely crazy how much room's in that compared to what we were used to with the older fairings. Also, no more gauges. That screen is massive. Everything comes up on the screen for you, so you're either going to love that or you're not. I think it's absolutely amazing. This engine is air, oil, and liquid cooled. So one thing to keep in mind is on the left-hand side of the bike, which is where you'll find your rear suspension adjustment, you're also going to have your coolant reservoir as well. So you'll be able to see that. 49 millimeter inverted Showa forks on this bike too. So that's something that you haven't seen from Harley-Davidson in the touring line. Absolutely amazing what they're doing with this bike. All the features added on here. The switch packs themselves, like your hand controls up top, there's so much going on up there. There's so many different buttons. It's kind of like they streamlined and took all your buttons off your dash because you no longer have them on like the inner fairing. Everything is directly at your fingers. So I really like that. Also, the heated grips are no longer turn activated. You press the button on the side of the grip and it will heat up. The bags do have a lot more room. This bike is absolutely gorgeous. There's that coolant reservoir right there. It's very small, it's minimal, it's kind of out of the way, so it's not a huge deal breaker for me. I really love these wheels, how they did the laced wheels on here. I think that sets this bike apart from anything else in Harley's lineup. The amount of performance and the amount of detail that they put into this bike. So that was just a quick rundown of the features on this motorcycle. Just wanted to kind of touch on some of the performance aspects here and get you guys a video showing you one of the baddest bikes Harley has ever produced.